Other interesting business use, you have YouTube going to start using AI to combat the TikTok. The ever-growing Chinese dragon is upon us. It looks like damn near every American has downloaded that Chinese spyware app, and it is just growing exponentially, not just in capabilities, but in adoption rates. They now even have a fascinating store in there too. So not only can you have your eyeballs glued to the app, but you also purchase things on there, and they have an affiliate link. They are really expanding the capabilities. It'll be interesting to see, when does Elon Musk try to catch up with X? Another topic for another time, perhaps. Now, it looks like YouTube, they're planning to launch several AI tools, including one that allows creators to add AI-generated videos or photos in the background of short-form content. Creators will also be able to use AI to generate personalized ideas for new content. Now, they claim that these features will help YouTube stand out in the short-form battle against Meta's Reels, also found on Instagram and Facebook, and ByteDance's fast-growing TikTok, which we'll see how that works. YouTube's trying these shorts they're pushing them really hard. Anecdotally speaking, from my experience, I know once the channel becomes monetized, in theory, you get more views because YouTube has an incentive to actually send it out more, recommend it more. But in terms of my anecdotal experience, my shorts usually aren't very successful. And I know we're building the subscriber base, and of course, if you're subscribed to a channel, that's when they're going to see it more often than not. But a lot of the shorts that I make, I'll do the summary for just the daily show, and more often than not, you might get like 20 to 30 views. Every once in a while, you get a couple hundred, and only one or two times I've actually gotten comments on it. And I've talked to other, or at least I've listened to other creators talk about the conundrum of trying to use the YouTube Shorts. They're saying that they make a fraction of what they make on the long form formats of their shows. So there's not very much incentive for them to use it. I'm attempting to use it with the daily summary to try to increase interest in the channel and get someone, the ideal goal to be to watch the long format videos that I put together and put a lot of effort into. Granted, I'm still trying to make it better every day, and your comments and your feedback do help me with that journey. Again, if you have a software suggestion to do picture-in-picture, that's my main goal in terms of adopting new technology to make the show better. And I've tried a couple different softwares, and it's kind of hit or miss. They keep crashing when I try with my webcam. So I appreciate everyone's patience, and if you have suggestions, appreciate it. Also trying to figure out why the autofocus is kind of hit or miss with this show. It's gotten better. It used to be about maybe 15 minutes in, it would start to go blurry, and it wouldn't fix itself. Now it seems kind of more sporadic. About maybe 20 minutes in, it'll start going blurry, but then it'll fix itself eventually. But I'm not moving too much. I don't know what's triggering the autofocus to change. And when I try to set the focus, fixed, I'll be darned that doesn't work as well. And truth be told, most of my IT company, we do a lot of cybersecurity, we do a lot of servers, storage, networking, a lot of services. So a lot of the video production, that's very much new to me. And I even have one of my monitors in front of me to try to attempt to see if it's in focus. So I could try to fix it in real time. So if it's blurry, maybe I can move a little bit. So bear with me, but again, the comments help make it better. But back to the YouTube using AI to try to generate more interest and combat TikTok. I mean, for darn near since its inception, YouTube has dominated the long format factor. Now, those are the easiest to monetize traditionally, which helps YouTube. That's how they make money. But it's also the detriment. Most Americans have decreasing attention spans, which ironically I also blame on social media and apps on the phones. But with the short-term formats, they're harder to monetize, hard to get an ROI out of, and it's one of those things where TikTok, that's their whole thing. So YouTube's trying to do both. They're trying to push a lot of their tech into the YouTube Shorts, and they're trying to get more people subscribed to that and try to have more people do it, but they're not incentivizing the creators to really do it. And I believe you have to have like 10 million views on Shorts in order to monetize the Shorts. Like, geez Louise, that would take, anecdotally speaking, that would take me, 10 million, probably about 10 million years. Like, again, you always hope for the hockey stick trajectory where you have the growth rate where it's a little bit consistent and then all of a sudden goes up. That's always the hope in the attempt, and that's, why many say persistence. You just got to keep it on. And for me, I would always say 105 hours a week can't be beat, but that's just one of my other favorite phrases. I almost think for YouTube to be more successful, this idea, they might just have to spin it off into a separate app. Because it would have cost them something, don't get me wrong, to have a whole new infrastructure set up, a whole new app. But that way they can really focus on it, and as opposed to having this almost, it's not, I think some people think it's cumbersome and awkward to have the Shorts incorporated into YouTube. And again, just from the ground up, TikTok is known for the short format videos. And YouTube, they're known for the long format videos, which also is a detriment. It costs them a lot more money. Just think of the hosting cost. When you look at the data generated by long format video, especially when you're doing 1080p or 4K, I mean, some of my videos, once you go into the 2-hour mark, they're about 20 gigabytes of data raw. So that's quite a bit. And before I put in the intros and actually have the video edited, then it goes down to about 4 to 5 gig. But if you're, so all that data just adds up exponentially. And again, I forget what statistics there are out there, but there's one article, there's many articles that say, for every 1 second that goes by in real life, minutes and hours are uploaded to YouTube. I mean, it's costing them a pretty penny. The upside of shorts is, quite rudimentary speaking, it's just in the name, they're short. It costs them a fraction of the price to store a 30-second clip as opposed to a 2-hour video. That's a huge delta in resource consumption. Also, they're networking. There's a lot less data being pushed to the network. So there are many reasons why it is much more difficult to launch a long format video hosting site. But I don't know if they kind of feel like gimmicks. It sounds like some of these tools might help the creators. So when it comes to technologies that can maybe put in a new background, although how could you get a cooler background than this? I got a Blockbuster behind me. But nevertheless, some people probably want something a little bit more cooler, perhaps, if that exists. But that might be interesting. But once it starts it's going to suggest content that you make. I think once they'll get to the point where they actually make the content for you, which the technology is there already, I think that will increase the adoption rate of creators. Although I think some of the audience won't feel as authentic if they know it's just a computer doing it. There's no real human interaction. Now, hilariously enough, someone in the comments a couple weeks ago, they had a theory that I was AI, which, really? I'd probably changed a few things about myself if I was a computer, don't you think? But nevertheless, I partially digress. Thank you everyone again for taking the time to tune in today. Again, I know it's ambitious, but we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of September. So if you could click that button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, friendly reminder, we're giving away a free flamethrower with every September purchase at toppingtechnologies.com. See the website for additional details. Also, don't forget to take the time to like and comment. The feedback is greatly appreciated, especially if it's constructive. And again, I'm trying to find a better software to do picture-in-picture for production quality. If you can do that, suggestions are greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.